Alright, welcome back. I am Dr. Ruckus, bringing you a new deck every single day, and today we are playing what I think is actually going to shape up to be one of the best decks in the format. I went 8-3 today, which is a 73% win rate, pretty solid for a small sample size, but the power level of this deck, it's insane. It's off the charts what it can do. It all centers around a Geist Channeler. For 1 and a blue, you get a 1/3 body, which is actually quite good at blocking early, but you select an instant or sorcery in your hand and it perpetually costs 2 less to cast now. Picture this scenario. Turn 2, you drop the Channeler. You make Seize the Spoils cost perpetually 2 less to cast. Now it always only costs 1 red mana. On turn 3, you use Galvanic Iteration to copy Seize the Spoils. That means on turn 3, for 3 mana, you draw 4 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. On turn 4, you now have 6 mana available, so you can play Leer for 5 and defend it with Fading Hope on the same turn on turn 4. Additionally, in your graveyard, you now have Galvanic Iteration, which can be cast for only 2 with Leer around, and Seize the Spoils is in the graveyard and it still only costs 1, so you can run the whole thing back. You just generate so many resources so quickly that it's impossible for your opponent to come back from, basically. You get so many cards and additional mana from this combination, and even if they kill Leer, you're just very far ahead at this point. Same thing for Unexpected Windfall. Turn 2, play the Channeler. Make Windfall perpetually cost 2 less to cast, so it now only costs a red and a red forever. Turn 4, Galvanic Iteration. Copy the Windfall. Draw 4 cards, create 4 treasure tokens. Then, on turn 5, you have 9 mana available. So you can cast Hullbreaker Horror on turn 5 and still have 2 mana available to protect it with Fading Hope and Spikefield Hazard. This power level of this deck is just really high. I'll let the game speak for itself, but absolutely check it out. Let's dive right in. Eston Ford. How is this hand? Channeler 2. Ooh, this is the dream hand. I am excited for this. Let's do it. I think we start on Hazard just to perfectly make sure we Iteration, Windfall, turn 4. Let's see how this goes. So Spikefield Hazard on 1. Channeler on 2. Make the Windfall perpetually cost 2 less. Then turn 4, Galvanic Iteration, Windfall. Alright, we're going to be facing some pressure though. Okay. Channeler comes down. Make that perpetually cost 2 red mana. Oh, this is going to be sweet. And we draw the 3-drop too. Yeah, pack leader. Okay, okay. Ooh, you're spooking me. Nah. You got nothing. What a beautiful draw here. What a beautiful draw. Just divide the pack leader this turn. Woo! Could have done it before their turn to avoid Snakeskin Veil. I think we will do it right now. Just to avoid that. What do we want? So we're going to Galvanic. We'll have so much mana. I mean, we're not going to Teachings. We'll just take Sciences. It's cheap if we do hit one of our Krakens. Alright, that's not it, but let's stick with the plan. Turn 4, Iteration, Windfall. Woo! Let's see how good it is. This is what I was thinking of. When I built this deck, I was thinking turn 4, Iteration, Windfall, Geist Channeler. I'm excited. Okay, pack leader comes down. That's okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll block here. Alright. Let's do it. Iteration, Windfall. We could drop off the Sciences, honestly. Ooh, Dogi. Yeah. Alright, didn't hit a Kraken, but that's okay. Do we want to hazard anything? No. We could Windfall again. No, that's alright. Doing so well on mana now. I think we iterate here. Alright, we'll take this into the hand. Library. Exile. Yeah. Go like this. Hold up Divide, I think. I think that's alright. No attacks. Enter. Okay. Anytime we get a Kraken or a Leer, we're just going to wrap this up. That's okay with me. All right, before they get to combat, we'll go ahead and bounce the Wolf. Opponent's stuck on land drops. That's fair. What do they have? 7. I could get under that. Should we just go Teachings? Sure. Taking 1 point of damage per turn. Sorry, 2. No problem, no problem. Lucky. Okay, take 2. I think we'll just go to my turn now. Okay. Play a land. I think we'll proceed to do the same thing. Block and Galvanic Iterate and get more Windfall going. Try to find a Kraken soon. Pack Loader comes down. Yep. No haste. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands. That does suck, not gonna lie. Okay. That's fine. Take our free block. Guys chilling out of putting in work. I think this is kind of similar to Sunset Revelry a little bit. Because... One sec, let me handle this first. I want to drop off here. Maybe a Cease? Maybe just a Teachings. I love Teachings, though. Yeah, let's drop the Teachings off. That's alright. Alright, Kraken acquired. And that is essentially game over. Plenty of 1-drops to pair with it. Do you want to bounce anything now? Not really. Oh my god, we have so much mana. Oh my god. What do you want? Play Sun Blue. We're going to have to drop some of this off. That's so sad. I guess we'll drop the land. Yeah, whatever. No attacks. End turn. Drop off one of these and maybe seize the spoils. I think that's okay. Alright, get ready for Scoop Central coming in right now. Alright, before they go to attackers... Let's send Pack Leader back. Sure. Go like that. Do I want that? Hell yeah, I want that. Okay, now what do you want to do? Redeploy it. That's okay with me. Should we divide it? Or just Spikefield Hazard their face, quite honestly? Whatever. This game is so over. It's not even close. Yeah. Next time we're going to Galvanic Windfall again. Woo! Feels good. Feels good. Nom number 3. This reminds me of number 3 from Codename Kid Next Door. Okay. 0 blue. Yep, that's Mulligan. Okay, much better. Keep. Put the Kraken back. No red. Okay. Make one of our divides much cheaper. Still no red. I kind of need the red. No, I can do it. Okay. Absurd start. Oh my god. Okay, there's a red source. Cool. Expressive next turn. Get in for 1. See if there's a worthy divide by 0 target. Okay, they do this again. I think we'll divide anyway and get teachings. Alright, let's see if we can hit third land here. Not untapped. Well, let's take the horror. We can go into library. Or we get teachings, but this is the free card. Might be better. Let's just teachings here. 3 fresh cards. Get in for 1. The 6 mana next turn. Almost to the horror. Okay. Ooh, here comes down. I think we're just getting to the horror now. Second horror? No, I think we'll take the windfall, I suppose. I mean, if we take the horror at this point, they can't really win. Island. No attacks. Alright, this is it. You have to beat me on this turn. Yeah, no. Maybe you could have taken that block here so they don't get the draw. Wielding all 3 horrors right now. Okay, opponent has 4 mana available. Charmed Groom comes down. Play this on red. Think no need to leer, though we can get divide by 0. I think we just play horror and potentially block, although don't have to. Alright. All set up. Do we want to block is the question. I think no, basically. Do they get that free card off of this? Yeah, I think it's fine. Block like this. Okay, take 4. Resolve. All right. That's all you got. Yep. It's all fine and dandy. All right. Hullbreaker comes down. So, if we play Lear, we'll have, what, 3 mana left over? Yeah, we'll have 3 left over, which would let us divide and sciences here. I think that's okay. Who wants to go back? You're very expensive. Yep, I think we'll go sciences, hold up divide by 0. You're very expensive. I guess we can get a red. They only have 6? Yeah. Let's take it to them. Don't think they can win from here. That was an absurd start. First game of the day, just wasn't really thinking super clearly there. Okay, 5th land comes down. Could divide my own, yeah, might as well. That's alright. We got 2 more in the bank. Well, they get Lear anyway. Still not a problem. Okay. Guess that's their turn. Okay. Can almost whack him with the Hall of the Storm Giants. Next turn, next turn. Livia Crimson Bride. Mythic, 6 mana, 3/4 flying haste. Okay, Florian comes down. Okay. Hullbreaker Part 2. Woo! What's better here? It's probably a little better. Drop off an island. Send Florian back. Okay, nice. Play another red source. See spoils. Drop off. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. That's fine. Okay. Get in there. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana. Almost have enough to put the horror down if they kill the first one, but not quite. Alright, do we even care? I mean, we can do this. I think that's fine. All right. I can just force them to block here. How good is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's whack them once. See if they like that. Still have enough to hold breaker on their turn. I think so. 3, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Sure. All right. You got it. And that's game. Boom. All right. Yeah, this deck is good. I'm excited. Night Wolf. Nicol Bolas. All right. Good enough for me. Let's keep. What you got, Night Wolf? Start with the blue. Fading Hope if we need it. Likely will not use it here. Alright. Yep, that's fine with me. Red comes down. Nothing to do this turn. Pass the opponent. Getting ready to expressively iterate next turn. Tap land. Ooh, not doing much. Not doing much. Take one. My turn. Iterate. Try to hit that land drop. Easy, easy. Hand. Library. Exile. Get that sweet dual land online. Fading Hope still ready to go. What are we doing next turn? Probably iterate again. Do we care? I think we can hold off again. Could get our scry on. Yeah. No, let's save it for something that's growing out of control, I think. All right, nice, nice. Iteration, here it comes. We're doing pretty well on land. Could get the hazard just in case we want it. Library, exile. What do we need more of? Looks like we need more red at this point. That's okay. Let's do it like that. Okay. End turn. Oh, snap. That was a mistake. Let's drop off one of these lands. It'll be okay. Should have just used the Spike Field Hazard there or something. No problem. All right. Move to attackers, okay? I think we do just... Do we just save it for the horror? I think we save that for the horror. Yeah, let's see what they want to play after combat. I'm okay waiting. 3 damage a turn, no big deal. Okay, that's something I would like to return to the hand. Should we just kill this veteran while we can? Or should we save this for the Kraken? 4. Got a couple turns to go here. Let's just kill this guy while we can. Probably Fading Hope the Voice here. Better bounce target than the Inquisitor Captain, which is coming soon. Let's mount this, scry one. What do we need? Maybe just more land? That's pretty good. What do we want to do this turn? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Grab some more blue here. We can divide now and go get environmental sciences and play it. If we windfall now, then we will have 7 mana next turn, no matter what. And just slam the Hullbreaker. That's probably better. Let's do it that way. I think they're in trouble. Unless they leave up mana for Vanishing Verse, they're in some big trouble here. This deck is just ramp into horror and get him. Okay, you got me. What's next? Voice comes down, leaving up plenty of mana here. I want them to spend it. I don't want a... Alright, they do not. Drop off one of these spoils. Don't need to bounce anything. Ooh, Geist Channeler. So that can come down for free, but not this turn. They're going to hit me pretty hard this turn. That's okay. Let's keep our treasure around. Nah, let's get the Hall of Storm Giants online. Alright. Here it comes. This is it. This is your turn to take me out. If I survive to next turn, I think you're going to live to regret it. Oh, baby. Alright, well. Gotta do it now. See if they have Vanishing Verse. They don't have the white mana anyway, so we're sticking around one more turn. Yep, trigger. Take whatever you want. Probably take... I don't know, divide by 0. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, take 2 here. Now what? Can go Geist Channeler for free on the Unexpected Windfall. Kind of like that. Return Voice. Make Unexpected Windfall permanently 2 less. I think we get in here. I think we do this now and hold open Unexpected Windfall for our turn. We'll drop this land. Send the Valkyrie back. Don't need to send the Spellbinder back, really. All right, nice. Some good fodder. And we hit our land drop. Okay. They can redeploy all they want. Just got to dodge Vanishing Verse. So we can just return this right now, right? Spell in the stack. Yep. Discard the land. Trigger. Target spell. Boop. Yeah. Face the Kraken. Zingro. All right. Let's do it, Liliana. Perfect. Can't complain about that. Yeah, I'll get you going. Play the pathway on red. We'll need that second red to get the windfall going. See if we draw it here. Zingro on Golgari. Ramp? Sacrifice? Not sure. Okay. Get this going on red. Geist Channeler. We can't even cast the Windfall right now. Let's just make the Seize a little cheaper. 1 mana Seize the Spoils. Perpetually, by the way. So as soon as Lear comes down, let's just take this chance to iterate. Okay, Seize to the hand. Could have even grabbed land there. Library, exile. Get our sweet dual land on board. Do you want to seize now? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just discard the... Nah, the Windfall's good next turn. Let's discard this Seize, I think. Keep Fading Hope to protect Leer. Alright, fresh cards acquired. No attacks. Enter. So next turn we could Leer, but not enough mana to protect it. So next turn... Oh, alright. So... Do I want to bounce this or just save it for Leer? I think I just want to take damage and save it for Leer. I think I'm just going to be better off that way. Could block here. Maybe block. We'll block next turn, but that's okay. All right. Woo. Horror. Horror. Okay, does that change anything? Get you on blue. I think we Windfall this turn and then like Horror or Leer next turn and lock the game away. Yep. No attacks? Alright, we'll trade off the Geist Channel this turn. Could have done it last turn. Save 3 life from the trample damage to its 3 toughness. Hope they tap out here. Would love it if they tapped out here. Alright, let's do this. No, let's see what they want to play. I'm okay making this no matter what. Alright, take 1 down to 15. No problem. What you got here? What you got here? They key here. Let's drop the Seize, I think. Could have dropped the land too. Alright, nice, nice. Sure, works for me. Alright, this is an interesting one. Don't know what they're getting here. So we'll have 8 mana next turn, so we can Hull Breaker and defend it with Fading Hope, and then Leer next turn. So unless they have some... you know, really strong hand with several instant removals right here. Should be able to lock this game up pretty quickly. I'm thinking, though. Thinking what to get from the Key to the Archive. Yeah, just the Geist Channeler plus any of these ramp spells is, whew, hot stuff. Alright, land comes down. 8 mana available. Enter. We'll Horror and potentially Fading Hope, or maybe just eat the Ulvenwald. I doubt they have a combat trick. All right, second Ulvenwald comes down. That's fine. 2 mana available from the Key. Yep. All right. Let's see it. I think we'll take the damage and save the Fading Hope for the last moment in case they do have a removal spell. As long as the Hullbreaker Horror survives, they basically plus Leer, they basically can't win. So we'll just take the damage here. Alright, not a removal spell. Alright. And that is game, my friend. Let's just see real quick. If we had enough mana. Let's just drop Leer first. Send back the Ulvenwald. There comes down. Only have 2 mana total here. I guess we'll leave it up for Fading Hope. Do I want to attack? Yeah, that's fine because we know we have Fading Hope open. A little risky. Could not do that. Let's keep it around, but I think we're gonna be okay no matter what here. Do they have a Binding? Okay. So that's the kind of thing we just bounce right now. Fading Hope here. Target spell you don't control. Binding Hope. What does this do? Is that ramp? Had 1 mana of any color. Oh no. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah, that's an okay card. So it looks like they will kill it this turn, but that's alright. I mean, they either pick the Leer or the Hullbreaker. Do I have lethal here? Quick check. That is 14 damage, so yep. We have lethal anyway. Alright. Is it Geist Channeler Whore. Steamrolling today. Steamrolling. Markow. Okay. Expressive Iteration on 3. Have our win cons on board. Don't need them this early, but not going to complain either. I think red gives a little less information. Pack leader. All right, mono green again. All right, that's fine. Show off a little blue here. And take a little bit of damage from this 2/1 drop. Yep. I'll take it. I'll take it. See if we can afford to iterate here. Well, they could have some pretty good 3-drops. It's tough. We're going to take a lot of damage. And they could draw a bunch of cards off like a Tovolar or a Hasty Threat. I'm pretty greedy, so we're going to do it anyway. All right. Let's put you into the hand. Library, exile. Drop an island, and we'll do this now and send back the Naturalist. That was an okay result from this. Geist Channeler. So turn 4, we could Geist Channeler plus seize the spoils, or maybe even divide by 0. Yeah, we'll probably use it on divide by 0, then it's a little cheaper to get back with Lear the turn we play Lear. All right, nice, nice. Slowed down the opponent quite a bit there. Thinking about another 1-drop. Okay. We want to leave a blue up. So if we seize the spoils instead, I kind of like just using divide by 0. And having it 1 mana cheaper in the graveyard is going to be really good too. But if we seize this turn and we drop off divide, then we can Lear next turn already. Let's do it that way. Oh, drop off divide here? That's so bad. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure token, though. Okay. All right. Leaving ourselves vulnerable here. Galvanic Iteration will hold priority. All right, yeah. Down to 14. Play with fire, not big enough to take out the Channeler. What do they got for turn 4? Okay, Stormseeker comes down. Yep. That's all right. Got to start thinking about day and night. Okay. Yeah, we'll pick off this pack leader for free unless they have a... Okay, taking 5 this turn. Getting low, but we can get out of this. Next turn we'll have Lear plus Fading Hope. Get you on blue. Yep. There it is. Fading Hope acquired. No attacks. And turn. Alright, let's see how you play this. If they're playing the version with Play with Fire, they don't have Blizzard Brawl. They're not running Snowlands. They're really not going to have any way to deal with Lear, I think. Could run Snakeskin Veil. I don't even think they run Inscription of Abundance. So I think they're pretty effectively brick-walled right now. And we'll be able to Horror next turn. Yeah, Shadow Skull Smashing. You play it for 2. Doesn't kill anything on the board right now. That's why in my Gruul version, I do run Blizzard Brawl. I just don't think Play with Fire is good enough. Okay. I don't think they're attacking here. They are. That's fine. They need 2 Snakeskin Veils to get through, and I have a backup Lear anyway. Yep, so there's the first one. So they're going to have the second one here, and that's fine. And then we'll play Leer again next turn. Oh, they don't even have it. Yeah, I'll take some more land at this point. Actually, probably didn't need to do that because we can iteration this coming turn. Pretty strange move by the opponent. I think they're just like, I got to get the Fading Hope out of the way anyway. Just did it like that. All right, so we have 5. We'll have 6 mana this turn. We could Galvanic, seize the spoils. Ooh, that's so good. Right? Isn't that just really good? And we still have mana left over to iterate, maybe. Let's iterate first, I guess. Another iteration to the hand. That's fine. All right, let's go you into the hand. Let's go you into the deck. All right, need this red. I guess we really want to leave open divide by 0, right? I just don't care. I just think we're going to smoke them no matter what. Drop off this land. Refill. Just like, how are they going to possibly overcome this? And we have another Fading Hope anyway. We can do this and still hold open Fading Hope. Sure. Make the next seize even cheaper. Just like, how are they going to get out of this? Oh, they already picked that automatically. All right. No attacks? Yeah, this game is locked away at this point. 1 mana seize the spoils? Oh, man. This is strong. Geist Channeler is strong. Plus Lair, plus Kraken. Woo! Okay, Arsonist comes down. Move to combat here. I guess we'll see where they target. Probably just bounce the Arsonist. I don't even need to, really, but, yeah, let's do it. We'll have 7 mana next turn. I wish I had 1 more mana. Right, iteration plus spoils. That's 3 total, and it makes 2 treasures, so we don't quite get back. I think we do nothing and play horror at the end of our step, and then... Okay, they flipped to nighttime. Does that change anything? Just trade off with the Geist Channelers, no problem. I was trying to say earlier, Geist Channeler is a little like Sunset Reverie in like the Jeskai version of this deck. Just because it stalls a little bit. Can get back some life. It's got a pretty big base to block with. All right, this game's just locked away. It ramps, unlike Sunset Reverie, but Sunset Reverie draws you a card sometimes. So I think they're similar in terms of filling out that 2-drop slot. So they have 1 mana available. So if they have Snakeskin Veil, it's not big enough. Go like that. Do you have Trample? I don't think so. Oh my god, it has Double Strike. Oh my god! No! Okay, I can just divide it back to my own hand. Oh man, I forgot I had Double Strike. Ah, I think we still got this locked away. Okay, so the next time they attack with a wolf, they get to play the freaking Kraken. Ugh, humiliating. That's what I need. We just need to hold it. All right. So despite that misplay, which was hilarious and sad, there was no chance they were ever going to win this game. This deck is just too powerful. Sir Hamsterlot. Rank 90 Mythic. Let's do it. Okay. Pretty sweet opening hand. Have Geist Channeler plus one of our draw and ramp cards. I think you're in for a rough day today, Sir Hamsterlot. Oh, the mirror. Okay, okay. Play this on blue is fine. see what you got. The mirror. Okay, red. Geist Blaster. You may discard a card. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Definitely don't want to Fading Hope that. Play this on red, I suppose. Channel comes down. See spoils. Next turn we can Iteration, seize the spoils. Turn 3. That is a sweet turn 3. And then it'll perpetually cost 1 mana for Leer in the graveyard. Woo! Alright, so it's this deck. So they're going to pump this card up and take our free block. So I don't even... If they want to prowess it, that's fine. I don't care. Let's Iteration Spoils. 1 mana counterspell? What, shock? Play with fire? They're like, what are you going to copy? About to find out, friend. I think we just drop the land here with the expectation that in the next 4 cards we'll hit a land. No land? Okay, tap land. That's fine. Did we play land this turn yet? Yeah, we did. Alright. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Holding up Fading Hope. Oh, we should just kill this thing now, right? Or I should wait till they target it, maybe? It's tough to say. I don't want them to draw that card, though. I think let's just nab it now. Can also use the second one if they protect it. What's that? It's hexproof? I assume that's hexproof. Yeah. That's okay. Let's just get rid of this thing. I think their whole deck is built around it. If we take it out and they have 3 cards left, they're going to be in a really bad spot. Yeah, no attacks. Make them use the instant to pump their thingy. Still in a very strong position right now, I think. As soon as we play Leer, we'll get all those Spike-Filled Hazards back for the next Storm Chaser Drake. Alright, think what to do here. I'll take the block. I don't care at all if they kill this thing. It only serves to chump block. That is completely fine. Yep. Go ahead and pump. That's fine. Okay. It's fine. They do learn. That's interesting. Can we get below them in card total? Tap land. Nice, nice. Alright, what are we doing this turn? I don't really want to Fading Hope their thing so they can play it again. We could just seize the spoils and set up for next turn. I think I like that a little bit better. What do I drop off? I guess a Divide. A little more expensive. Alright. Not going to bounce the Geist Channeler because I don't want them to get a free instant or sorcery that they seek straight into their hand. Let's not do that. Alright, they do manage to pull off the Teachings here. That's fine. Not worried about damage at all so far. Next turn we'll have Leer plus Fading Hope to protect it. Yep, my turn. Okay. Leer comes down. We have a 1 mana Seize the Spoils to go with Galvanic Iteration next turn. Too good, too good. See if we can get Leer to survive the turn. Iteration, okay. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, they've refilled their hand successfully. But I think our deck is just going to go way over the top here. So they want to do this? Yeah, I'll just take the damage. I don't need to risk anything. Okay, take 3, down to 14. That's all their mana. That's okay. All right. Successfully survived the turn. Woo. If we drop a Hullbreaker here, they just lose, right? I don't think they can put out enough damage. Yeah. Kind of giving away what we have here. But I also just think if we play Hullbreaker Horror, they're just not going to get out of this. I don't think they can put out 14 damage this turn. Unless they give this thing double strike and go nuts with it. Okay, second Geist Challenger comes out. Get an extra red mana. Geist Blaster. Sakabergi. Okay. Pretty cool deck they're playing here. I think we just take 5. If they do anything tricky, we can always respond, but totally content to take 5 here. I wonder if they play Divide by 0. Probably not, right? Like, where does that fit into their game plan? All right. Starting to get a little worried here. That's 6. Do they have double strike? Nope. All right. I think we can seal up the game then. We don't have any life gain in this deck, so we do need to watch out if they can just burn face. Okay. So we can very easily iteration spoils here. Seems good. Yeah, let's do it like that. Do need to watch out for them having hexproof. Seize for 1. Let's drop this Windfall off as long as we have Leer. I do want to make sure we hit land this turn. Okay. Bergie goes back. Okay. All right. Hit our land drop here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. I think we just get in there. And I think we just hold steady, and we got this next turn. Okay, Burger comes down. That's not doing it yet. Only 3 mana left. What does that do? Resolve that. Resolve that. Trampling plus X. Okay, I think before that resolves, let's just run one of these. Return the Geist Blaster. Still plenty of mana, plenty of instants to go here. Yeah. All right. Whew. Coming through, baby. Hagarama 19. Okay. Yeah, this hand works. Geist Channeler on 2. Seize the spoils. Cave tapped. Hit those land drops. Ooh, it is my birthday. Channeler comes down. See the spoils. I was like, where did it go? It automatically picks it for you. All right, mono white. Let's see what you got today. Can you handle turn 3? Galvanic Seize the Spoils. Drop off Fading Hope here. Get it back with Leer later. That is sweet. No tax. Enter. Spellbinder comes down. All right. Take a pick. Probably take Leer here, I would assume. But Horror is painful also. I almost want to bounce Geist Channeler somehow and use it on Windfall and then do that with Leer. But, yeah, this is going to be sweet. This is going to be sweet. So, we have enough to Leer right now. And then, yeah, I think that's just the way to go. Yeah, we can iterate, but let's just crush him. Let's just crush him into the ground. Fading Hope available to defend. No attacks. End turn. Next turn, we can iterate See the Spoils again. And just bury them in cards and treasure. This deck is sweet. Okay, a little bit of life gain built in here. Okay. Rally the ranks. Okay. This is Human Tribal. We can just chump block here. Take 4. That's all right with me. No pressure to do a whole lot here. Okay. Woo! Channeler Windfall instead. I like it. Wait, do I have the mana for that? No, I don't. Whoops. All right, we will iteration for 2. See Spoils. Drop off one of these expressive iterations. Draw 4, make 2 mana. 2 treasures. All right. Yeah, we'll get in this. So we still have Fading Hope available as needed. And pass here. Yeah, we get it with a cheeky attack here. Oops, to damage. Cool. Yep, end turn. All right. Captain coming down. Don't have a way to remove it. That's a little unfortunate. We could unexpected Windfall now and try to hit Divide by 0. It's not the worst idea I've ever had. I kind of think it's worth it. Let's try it out. They scoop on that? Okay. Sure. Okay. Paradox. We can make this work. We can make this work. Okay, keep. What you got, Paradox? Look at these sleeves. That's pretty sick. I like that. Ooh, maybe I'll get some of those. I think those are straight up cooler than what I had, and I thought these are pretty cool because they animate, but look at these bad boys. All right, Paradox, roping us out on turn 0. Working on that mulligan strategy. Hazard comes intact. Hit our land drops on time. Nothing for turn 2, unless we hazard. Paradox thinking hard. Angels. Mono white angels so far. Different lands too. Nice. Cool. Let's just keep dropping those hazards. Nothing to do on turn 2 anyway. So if we seize next turn, the following turn we will have 3, 4, 5 mana. Could cast Leer, especially if they have no removal in the deck. We could cast a potential top deck Leer. Okay. Good bounce target. Just trying to survive to the horror. Shouldn't be too hard here. Alright, land comes down. I think we just take this opportunity to spoils. Not taking too much damage just yet. Nice, nice. Have Fading Hope if we need it. Let's try to save the treasure, though. Let's try to get up to the horror as quickly as we can. Too bad we don't have the Geist Channeler. Just makes the iteration draw cards so much better. Alright, opponent's stuck on mana here. Do we want to bounce anything? Yeah. We can bounce this. That's okay. As long as we survive long enough, we're gonna be just fine. Yeah, we can take more land here. Okay, enter. Can either Windfall or divide by 0 again. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands. Alright. Let's Windfall. That's fine. Need our land. Let's drop 1 divide. Yeah, that's fine. Geist Channeler. Sweet. 7 mana. Drop the horror next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Plan is drop horror. Game over. All of this is fine. Yep. It's all good. It's all good. If you can't kill me this turn, it is game over. And we get to eat the Voice of the Blessed for free here. That is game, my friend. Yeah, thank you. Alright, how do we play this? Can, play you for free. Boop. Makes Windfall 2 cheaper. Get in for 7. Will Galvanic Windfall on their turn? Yeah. I kind of want to show off the combo, though. Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, it's good. Don't blame them for scooping that. If you liked that video, click on one of these 2 next. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time.